Hello everybody and welcome back to Visit FYLDE Coast. This is part 2 of our walking tour of Cleveleys Seafront. We're out in an afternoon today rather than a morning. We've been waiting for the sun to come out for you to make it look its absolute very best. So I want you to join us as we go for a walk from the boundary with Blackpool, which is right here, and we're going to walk in the northerly direction, in the direction of Cleveleys Central. So this one is up to the end of Victoria Road West and the sea swallow sculpture. Blackpool is just in the distance, just down there. So that section of Promenade is all in part 1 of the walking tour. So if you watch these in order, you'll get the full view of the prom and seafront. So this is the beach. This is more or less, that line of rocks is more or less the line between Blackpool and Cleveleys, where the two local authority boroughs meet. This is the big Shipwreck Memorial, and this lists all of the ships which have wrecked on the shores of the FYLDE coast. Well, going back to the year dot, and I believe this is side 1. So this is 1643 onwards, and then on the other side of it is information about ships that have wrecked from 1874 onwards. And there's information about this sculpture on the Visit Cleveleys website. There's actually a transcript of all the ships and what they were and where they came from, and it's made out of Core-10 steel, as it's called, which is designed to rust and reflect how the ships have all come a cropper and rusted in the Irish Sea. So they're not just off the coast of Cleveleys, but the full FYLDE coast as well. You can just see a proper real life authentic shipwreck somewhere down there. It's the Abana. There's just a tiny little bit stuck up. But there is content, there's video content and photographs and information about all of these things on either the Visit Cleveleys or the Live Blackpool website. So this is what we still call the new promenade at Cleveleys, although it's being finished for over 10 years. And it's built in a stepped arrangement so that it turns back the tide, which is nearly what Tina Turner said, or was it Cher? Can't remember. But this arrangement of flat areas and then steps is all a deliberate part of the sea defence arrangement, along with these great big steel storm gates. So this is the main road. This is the Blackpool boundary at Kingsway, and Blackpool in that direction, and then Cleveleys town centre in that direction. So we're heading for the big white sculpture that you can see straight in front of you, and that is the sea swallow, which is part of the story of Mary's shell. So, one other thing that I perhaps ought to point out, I don't know whether you can, I'll just zoom in and see if we can manage to get them. Those metal posts that are sticking up, that's it, now we've got them full screen. Those metal posts, would you believe, are actually tram lines. You'll know that if you watched part 1 of this walking tour. And I think actually we'll go down here and we'll go and have a look at this lovely beach, because it's an afternoon. It's lovely and quiet. It's been a little bit dull today, so I've been waiting for the sun to come out, and it's lovely and quiet, so I've pretty much got the place to myself. So Cleveleys beach is a mixture of sand and shingle, so some of it depends how the sea's eroded it and whether or not it's built it up, because as we stood on this sandbank here, this bit's obviously been built up and deposited, and the next bay at the other side of the ground boards that we're just coming up to has been sort of worn away. So there is a mixture of sand and shingle, but it's good Sandcastle sand. There you go. So this is the other side of it where it's been kind of cut out, and these steps are slightly worn away at the bottom. The fine concrete finish has come off it to reveal the coarse aggregate underneath, and that's a deliberate design feature, so it's not faulty, trust me. It's expected and planned for. So this stepped sea wall carries on from the boundary with Blackpool all the way down to the cafe at the other end of what's known as our bathing beach. So this is the section of beach where the dog ban applies. You probably saw the sign as we began this video at the side of the Shipwreck Memorial. So there's a dog ban on this beach from, go on, it's the 30th of May to the end of September, isn't it? No, it's not. It's the beginning of May. There's one here, look. Let's get this story straight. I can never remember the date. I don't take my dogs on the beach, so I don't need to kind of have it emblazoned into my memory. But there's a sign here, so we shall have a look. Hello.
You're the lady that does it regularly.
I am. There you go. 1st of May to 30th of September. What's your name, sir?
Keith.
Keith. Hello, Keith.
With Shelby and Murphy. There you go.
Keith.
Yeah, what's your,
Keith with baby doggies. Thank you.
enjoy.
It's nice to see people that watch. Right, 1st of May to 30th of September. Must remember, terrible at dates and names. So, where did we get to? Right, yes, parking. Because obviously if you're going to come and enjoy this lovely seafront, what you want to know is about the facilities. So obviously the Starlings have bed and breakfast on top of the sea swallow sculpture, as you can see them all sat up there chattering away to one another. And we're now pretty much at the end of Victoria Road West, which is the town centre shops. And you can hear me gasping because I've walked up the steps. Goodness me, I think I need some cardiovascular exercise. Now these are comfy. They might look very odd, but trust me, I've tried them and they're actually very comfy. So they're designed to be sat on as seats. So you see, you just get yourself organised in one of the little indentations, and then you can lean back against it, and you've got a backrest, and you know, you can put your backside down here and then lean against that, and they're actually quite comfy. And here's the little starling sat up here chitter-chattering. Look at the sky now. It's been really hazy most of the day. And this is the centre of the universe. This is Cleveleys town centre. So this wall here is the rear flood wall, and this is sort of last bastion against flood water. So this is Victoria Road West. You can just about see the cars going straight through in the middle, and that's where the tramway is. And it's a busy little town. There's all kinds of everything. This is our little clock shelter that the community look after and plant the plants and keep in good order. And here's the ice cream man. This is Terry for your ice cream. And the facilities that I mentioned are mostly down this road here, which is Roughly Road. And just at that side is the long stay car park at Derby Road. And just a little bit further at the back of Iceland is a short stay car park at the back of the shops off Roughly Road. And the public toilets, you can just see the cream building there. That's Kay's Fish and Chip Shop. That's my local. That's where we get our fish and chips from. And the bus station is just at the other side of the fish and chip shop. And public toilets can be found at the bus station. So that's your nearest facilities to Cleveleys town centre. It's a lovely little town. If you've never been, I would strongly suggest that you come and try it. Here's the queue, look, for the ice cream van. He's a good lad, is Terry. He's a big help to the community. And this thing here, twizzing round, is a radar. And that's measuring how the beach changes and how it fluctuates, and the sand moves up and down and deposits and erodes. So there you go, you see. We know some clog iron, we do. So this is part 2 of your walking tour of Cleveleys Seafront, and we're going in this direction for part 3. So we're going to go up towards the cafe, and we're going to take a look at the art trail and the pieces of artwork. Unfortunately the tide's out, so I'll be able to show you. So from a beautiful afternoon in Cleveleys and the lovely Cleveleys beach, we will bid you a good day. Don't forget to make sure that you've subscribed and make sure that you've hit that little bell for notifications and signed up for your weekly email newsletter as well. Until next time, we'll see you later.